is La Liga's president Javier Tebas blocking Barça from the big signing of a Nico Williams? Can Barça secure Nico Williams despite the financial hurdles? And what is next for Joan Garcia's official announcement? Welcome to the spot for all of your Barça news. Well, let's kick off the bombshell then. Is Javier Tebas using La Liga to undermine Fútbol Club Barcelona? Well, according to prominent lawyer, but also the president of the National Football Coaches School, Miguel Galán, he dropped a major claim on Twitter, that place formerly known as X. He says that Tebas lied about Barça's compliance 1-to-1 financial fair play rule. In April of 2025, La Liga announced that Barça was no longer under the 1-to-1 rule, which allows the spending, of course, of equal to revenue generated. Now, Galán argues that this was a legal tactic to strengthen La Liga's case in the lawsuit over Dani Olmo's registration, not because Barça breached salary limits. Now, here is the key. Barça recorded 100 million from selling 5% of the Camp Nou's VIP seating rights for 30 years. That was accepted by La Liga in January of this year, but their new auditor, Crow Spain, says that this revenue cannot be counted until the stadium's VIP seats are finished. Well, according to Galán, he calls this a minor accounting dispute, but not a reason to push Barça to a stricter 1-to-4 rule, where they can only spend 25% of the new revenue. Now, he accuses Tebas of exploiting this to limit Barça's transfer market moves, calling it a capricho or a whim. I want to know from you, though, do you side with Tebas or do you side with Barça? Galán also shares good news, namely that by late June of 2025, Barça will likely finalize a 40 million deal for Barça Vision with a European partner, ensuring this 1-to-1 rule compliance and freeing up transfer funds. Now, for all of you international Barça fans, this will mean that Barça can compete for the top talents around the world despite La Liga's pressure, with, of course, the eye set on the one and only Lamine Yamal's friend, Alejandro Balde's friend, Pedri's friend, Gavi's friend, Fermín López's friend. He's all of our friends. I am, of course, talking about a Nico Williams. So with that being said, let's get into transfer talks then. Nico Williams to Barça. The saga is heating up. Yes, indeed. Reliable journalists everywhere, from your Gerard Romeros to the holiest of holiest grail of Fabrizio Romano, they are all announcing and reporting a pre-agreement between Barça and Nico Williams with a contract lasting 6 years. 6 years, you said? Yes, I did. Until 2031. And what would the salary might be, you ask? Well, let me tell you, 12 million gross per season. Okay, that comes around the 6 million net, more or less. An absolute bargain. It's a deal. It's a steal. It's a silent of a century. In fact, I think I'll buy him myself. It's a bargain if you compare to the likes of a Bayern, of an Arsenal, of a Chelsea, and compare that to the 20 million gross that he was asking from those clubs, reportedly, of course. Now, here's the catch, though. Tebas, hey, he's back. He is throwing roadblocks. He had an interview with the COPE, a local Spanish, very prominent, reputable, some would say, some wouldn't say, Spanish radio outlet, and he claimed that Barça remain under the 1-to-4 rule, meaning that they must generate, out on here, 256 million to cover Nico's 62 million buyout clause and salary, of course. Now, is it 56 or is it 62? Is it 64? We don't exactly know, but Tebas continues to insist that Barça will need to sell players, the likes of, well, fill in the blank. Is it an Ansu Fati? Is it maybe a bigger, more prominent figure within the dressing room? Are we talking Ronald Araujo? Are we potentially talking about somebody who we know a lot of teams have on their agenda. A Fermin Lopez, a Gavi perhaps. We will have to wait and see. But it does look like other funds will have to be involved in this move. That is at least according to Tebas's point of view at the moment. Tebas's stance is part of a broader anti-Barça agenda, some are saying, possibly linked to his opposition to the Super League that still is sort of lurking underneath the scenes here. He also came out and criticized the Club World Cup, saying that he hopes that this is the first and last ever Club World Cup, and he's going to do his best to make sure that there will never be another one. Now, for the international Barça fans, all of you watching here, Nico's flair could transform Barça's left wing, especially in tight matches, of course. His youth, his affinity with the other Barça players, the fact that he's used to LaLiga, used to the culture here in LaLiga, and good fit as well in the Barça dressing room, culture-wise, seeing as many of them play together on the Spanish national team. Well, it makes him a long-term investment, given his age, just 24 years old. That is 7 years. Okay, should we push Lamine over the 17-year mark? He's almost 18. I think it's next month. I'm pretty sure it's in July. Anyways, whether it's 6, whether it's 7 years older, he's still a very young player himself, about to get into those prime years. Now, unlike the pricier options of your Luis Diaz's or other options, Marcus Rashford is still being reported in the newspapers of perhaps being of interest to the Barça coaching staff. We will have to wait and see for any of this, given Tebas's restrictions. The Barça board have to act fast, and they have to secure those funds. So, on to you. Should Barça prioritize a Nico Williams or wait for another winger to be available? Or should they scrap the cash together and go for more expensive options and perhaps a more talented player as of today in a Luis Diaz? Vote in the comment section and check out the poll on my Twitter page, the place formerly known as X. But that is it for today, campeones. Is Tebas out to stop Barça and their big moves? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Vote, of course, for Nico Williams in the poll if you like him or if you like somebody else to come to join the Barça ranks under the leadership of our trusty Hansi Flick. Then do let it know. Smash that like button if you haven't already. It is good for the YouTube algorithm to know that you like this material. If you like this new format, give me a subscribe as well, because there is so much coming. So hit the bell notification for more Barça news and follow me, yours truly, on @Diego for real-time updates. Un abrazo fuerte. Nos vemos en el próximo video.